Thank you very much for the possibility of contributing to your conference. Climate budgeting, as developed by Oslo and now used, for instance, in Mumbai, has a 30-year perspective. The sixth IPCC report and your economist Kate Raworth also shows how our indirect climate gas emissions abroad are as important as the direct emissions at home. I also think 4 dimensions have to be focused on ahead. First of all, rewild the city. Using nature-based systems to work with nature, not against it, will ease extreme rain and floods and better the lives of inhabitants and other species. Waterways should structure urban development. Green space structures around and within the cities may facilitate urban agriculture. The motorways should be remodeled for slower and greener mobility. Half of the city floor, i.e. the streets and the squares, should be allocated for vegetation, walking and cycling. Ref the school streets in London and the car-free livability programme in Oslo. Transport at sea should also be electrified. My second point is adaptive reuse. We have to stop demolishing old buildings to build new ones. We have the buildings we need and they have a high level of embedded CO2. In Norway, we build 1 to 2% new buildings each year, but this creates 70% of the emissions from the industry. By prohibiting demolitions, as France is going to do, the industry has to explore the reuse and upgrading of existing building structures and components. My third point is safety for everybody. Public spaces should be democratic and open to everyone. 130 countries in the world has regulations that limit the movement and livelihood of women. A feminist perspective in urban design helps to create equal and just cities, not only for women, but also for other vulnerable groups. We have to move away from the crime prevention through environmental design approach, which creates gated communities, to more democratic design with differentiated and shielded spaces catering for everyone. Remember, people themselves make cities more safe. My last point is about housing for everybody. Property investment is a global layer of territorial control that limits people's access to the city. Only public bodies may provide more inclusiveness. Affordable housing, which the UK has a long tradition of handling and which Norway could learn from, is important. Innovative pilots of collective housing schemes for both young and elderly people as well. Government codes must secure high architectural quality for lasting living conditions after the living conditions independent of income and age of buildings. As the UN clarified after the Second World War, to have a home is a human right. This has to be our mission in spite of and because of wars, pandemics, and climate crisis. Thank you.